Alright, we're going to be looking at a couple retro remakes. Now, the thing I personally like about a lot of these retro remakes is there's still a bit of a personal touch that the remakers put into the game. However, that doesn't always mean it's a good remake. Now, I never played much of the Spectrum computer when I was a kid, but I do remember a Rambo game. And I also remember not getting anywhere. Now, in 2009, Mick Farrow decided to reboot the game. Now, I have no problem saying graphics don't make a game, but it certainly helps the overall experience compared to the Spectrum graphics. And despite my best efforts, I still couldn't get anywhere in this one, so maybe you should give it a try and see what you can do. I remember when I was younger, there was this bus stop that had Kung Fu Master, and anytime I'd have to come home from the mall or whatever direction I was going in, I'd pop in a quarter and play this one, and I always liked it. But then, many years later, Shinobi decided to make a Kung Fu Master 3D. Now, I think what he tried here was really awesome. That's definitely something pretty cool to turn a game into 3D. You know, comparing it to the arcade game, though, it's just not as fast-paced, which was something really cool about Kung Fu Master. Pretty nifty to check out if you're a fan of the game. Now, this is one of those few Atari games that actually had an end to it, and I remember being about 6 or 7 and somehow figuring out how to beat it, and that's a pretty good claim, I guess, for a 6 or 7-year-old to make. But the thing about this remake is you can actually look at things and kind of see what they are. I remember when I was a kid, I didn't know what the heck was chasing me. But with this remake, it was like, oh, that's what was chasing me, a giant head. Oh. Now, the controls are a little jerky in this one, and if you've never played the original, I don't know if you're going to understand what you're supposed to do in this one. But it was a lot of fun giving it a go again. Oh, Frostbite. How many hours of my life did this thing suck up? It's almost funny to think Atari games are kind of like casual games now. Addicting sometimes. And Frostbite, for me, was one of those games at the time. So you can imagine I got a little excited when I got to play the remake of Frostbite. The graphics looking very good. All the basic mechanics still there. And I'll have to say, it was enjoyable to relive a little bit of my childhood again with that one. I didn't play too much Gauntlet when I was younger due to the fact it was such a huge quarter sucker. Now, Gauntlet Revisited does exactly what it says. It revisits the game. It doesn't exactly duplicate the original game itself. There's some special effects in the game, some fantastic music, and although the game is difficult, it doesn't seem as quite hectic as the original. So if you need a Gauntlet fix and want to try something a little different, this might be it. So if I have any memories of a haunted house, it would be a pair of eyes running around and I have no clue what to do. Now, this remake, which I believe was made by the creator of the Frostbite game, finally clarified what the heck was going on in that old game years ago. Now, in the old game, originally all you had was matches, and you're supposed to go look for pieces of an urn, I guess. And this one follows the same principle, except he's added a little feature of flicking on a light switch in a room, which you can turn off for difficulty reasons. And he's created an excellent spooky atmosphere. I had a lot of fun with this one, and this one I definitely recommend that you should try. So there you have it, some retro remakes for PC, and I hope to see you again sometime. Thanks.